For all you ranchers out there and sisters and brothers of Anderson, I'm going to tell you the story of how I got to Cowboys Boys Ranch. My mama dropped me off in front of the welfare office into the hands of a lady named Miss Berry. And I can still remember my mama waving at me, and it was a gray, hazy day, saying that she would be back. She would be back. But to say that she didn't ever come back. But in the care of the welfare, they put me in a foster home, and it was the man was very, very, very mean to us. He would beat you with anything, and he would find to beat you up, man. He always came home mad. He treated us like dog poo-poo. And there was like 8 of us in this foster home. And the mom, the so-called mother, was supposed to be watching over us, but that she wasn't. But one day, a man by the name of Bill Sarpola showed up at my door because I had told Miss Berry what was going on with this man. A man named by Bill Sarpola showed up my door at this foster home. And he asked me, he came in and they brought me in, and he asked me, Mr. Hill, would you like to go to a place, a ranch? And I didn't know what he was talking about, and he threw out this Texas map. And he pointed, I'll never forget this, he pointed down, he said, you're down here, and we're up here. And he threw out some brochures, and I know there was many of you old boys once you seen them the brochures. And I seen where the kids were riding horses and and running around, and I looked up at Mr. Sarpola and said, yes sir, I would like to go. Well, for another week, I had to wait, and that man just got worse and worse. The only thing I could think about is I knew I was getting out of there. And I sure hope that every kid that went through there, maybe they made it out safe. But Miss Berry came and got me one morning, and I had a little white suitcase, I'll never forget it. And I had a little white suit with a white turtleneck, yeah. And you know how the 70s was. And she came and got me that morning, and we got on an airplane down there in Port Arthur, I think it was Port Arthur, Texas. And we flew up here to Amarillo. When I got off the plane in Amarillo, I didn't know where the heck I was at. It was one heck of a geographical change. And Mr. Sarpolis met us at the airport, and we got in the station wagon. Y'all remember the old station wagons, don't you? And we commenced driving down that 36 miles of territory of Old Tascosa Road. And when we was driving, I was looking around, and I asked Mr. Sarpolis, I said, what is that bush over there? And he told me it's a mesquite bush, and you're going to learn all about mesquite. And I had this stupid question, and I said, sir, where's the beaches at? And Mr. Sarpolis started laughing. He said, the only thing you're going to find up here, son, is lakes and ponds. But when we got to that turnoff, before we got to turn off, he pointed out there was Saddleback Mountain, and he gave me a little story about the big old Texan used to ride that saddle, but it's a historical place, lots of stuff up there. But I turned in, we turned out and went across the Canadian River, and he explained that to me. And then I'll never forget when we turned down that road, and this is on June 19th of 1972, and it was like a blanket of trees. And the more you drop down, the more you seen the ranch. And when I got through that gate, I seen kids riding horses, riding bikes, and playing. And the first thing I seen was a horse. I've never seen a horse except for on TV. And I was so amazed. And I seen kids riding bikes, and I asked him, Mr. Sarpolis, can I get one of them bikes? And he said, in due time, son. And that's how I got to Boys Ranch.